travel and just, as a couple, just those things that we take for granted when we're here at home that you could use. And often it's not expensive. It's just a little bit of planning.
Yeah, it is. It's always worth going to see your GP really before you travel. Make sure you're up to date with all your prescriptions. You've got enough and some contingency to cover you for your vacation. And it's also really important that you put it in your hand luggage. A lot of people put it in their checked bag.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, especially if you could be on daily aspirin or simvastatin, for instance, because you have some heart trouble and problems with your blood pressure. These are not things that you want to arrive at your destination and say, oh, my bag didn't arrive. How am I going to get these now?
And this is how, and especially post-pandemic now, all we keep hearing about is, the summer is going to be brutal for air travel. Flights canceled, not enough staff. Airport delays, airport issues. It's the number of people who are going to lose their luggage. I hate to say it. It's going to be huge. So why put yourself in that position? I
get really worried about losing luggage generally. So you don't want to have medication or anything that is really fundamental to your health and well-being. So often, and I've done it myself, I've been in the aircraft and I didn't carry Calpol, which is paracetamol for infants.
See, got to have that handy.
Children. Yeah, exactly. Have it handy. You can also ask your airline if there is something that you need when you're up in the air, because there's such a huge population of people travelling in one go. And you don't think, well, what's the healthcare available in the sky? Very limited. There are more people that pass away in the aircraft than you could ever imagine. And you have less oxygen in the air. There's, although they have very good filtration systems, there's still quite a lot of sharing going on. And you'll often find, for instance, we saw somebody being sick in the aircraft as we were departing on the last flight I was on. The next minute, one by one, my whole family went down. And these people were quite a way away from where we were sat. So there's a lot of sharing that goes on. So it's always good to have medication with you, because some airlines will, it is regulated by the aviation authorities, and they will say what medications they have to carry, but there are others that they may carry or they may not carry. So it's always worth, if you're worried about your child getting sick or having a sore tummy or a sore throat, to carry that in your hand luggage as well. Okay,
so what are the kind of things we would be carrying in this case? So we've got, if we're worried about, as you said, some basic paracetamol, ibuprofen kind of stuff, have that with you. Have a little supply.
Yes. If you are somebody that wears contact lenses, make sure you have some saline drops. Better to wear your glasses. But
and just eye drops as well. I mean, so, your typical Visine or whatever it is, just if you're wearing contacts, obviously, but the amount of time we spend looking at screens and stuff, a little bit of eye moisture is always good.
Yeah, there's a lack of humidity in the sky as well. So when you're on an aircraft, it's quite drying environment. And so if your eyes get very dry, it puts you more prone to infection. So the first thing that could happen when you arrive on holiday is you get like a blepharitis. So you've got kind of an infection around your eyelashes. And then that's you trying to find a doctor to try and get the antibiotic drops. So no, better carry some
antibiotic drops with you.
No, not necessarily, because you can't take everything. You can't take absolutely. I know you'd like to, James, but you can't take everything. But what you can do is just get some normal saline drops or some hypomelos eye drops. Pop them in during the flight. Take your contact lenses out. Put your glasses on. It's going to be more comfortable for you as well, apart from anything. Make sure at the airport you've purchased a bottle of water, because they do bring around little tiny waters, but they're small and you should be drinking more water than is